Okay, everybody's ready. Need to approve the agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, agenda. Minutes of September 28th, 2021 board meeting.
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, number 3, canvas of October 5th, 2021, Tacoma City primary election.
Okay, we have, this is a true and correct abstract of the votes cast in the county at the 2021 city primary election held on the 5th day of October, as shown by the tally list returned by the precinct, from the election precincts. City of Mayor Robert LaPointe received 138 votes. Rick Johnson received 585 votes. Rick Dick received 511 votes, for a candidate total of 1,234 votes. Scattering received 5 votes for a total of 1,239 votes. We therefore declared Rick Johnson and Rick Dick duly nominated to go on to the city school election on November 2nd, 2021. For the city of Ottumwa, council member Kara Galloway received 516 votes. Mitch Niner received 207 votes. Douglas David McIntyre received 655 votes. Sandra G. Pope received 579 votes. Brad Steins received 158 votes. Russ Hall received 232 votes. Ashley Norrell received 341 votes. Matthew E. Pringle received 433 votes. Leroy A. Hanna Jr. received 228, for a candidate total of 3,349 votes. Scattering received 14, for a total of 3,363 votes. We therefore declare Douglas David McIntyre, Sandra G. Pope, Garrett Galloway, Matthew E. Pringle, Ashley Norrell, and Russ Hall duly nominated to go on to the city school election on November 2nd, 2021.
Anything else?
How do you want this said to acknowledge and file? I'll make a motion that we acknowledge and file the results as presented to us.
Second. Okay, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
And none of the vote totals changed from election day. We didn't get any like military or anything back that we would have to have added in.
Okay, number 4 is to approve to fill a vacated position to the VA commission. Dr. Makes resigned. And they are putting in Kingery. Carrie Kingery. She's a Navy veteran. So she will take Nona Makes position.
When you go to the next commission meeting, would you remind them, we had a lawsuit here a couple years ago.
Talk to Terry about that today.
And the requirement is that they make a recommendation to us, but they have to give us all the names of anyone who did apply, and then we have the opportunity to pick whoever we wanted. We're likely to pick who they did, but we at least get to see those. And that's the result of the lawsuit, so we'll want to do that.
Move to approve the appointment.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Opposed,
Aye.
same sign. Okay, motion carries. Number 5, tax suspension under Iowa Code Section 4278.
That's another one that we've been presented with. Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The renewal for document locator recorder's office.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Discuss and approve equipment purchase. That'd be you, Tim.
Well, we've been discussing a piece of equipment to be utilized for several different purposes. It started as a conversation about forklifts, so I could move freight and some of our logistical needs. And then I've heard from other county department heads, it'd be handy to have stuff to help in the winter time when we have a lot of snow. And then we also discussed the ability to have a piece of equipment that we could also use in communities to help when there's disaster stricken areas with debris and such and that. We looked at a couple of different options between utility tractors and skid loaders and really come to the conclusion that a skid loader probably is the most fitting for all the different types of uses and get the most benefit out of the investment across all of our different departments and jurisdictions, and have located one available to us locally. And we're able to purchase the other attachments that can do those things. So the fork attachment, the grapper attachment, of course, the bucket is standard. And so that's the proposal I believe you have in front of you from Grinder Implement for a small frame skid loader with those attachments. And this will be part of the equipment cache that we have in EMA that is available to be shared by all of our jurisdictions that we serve.
And it's a track type, it's not a
Yeah,
wheel.
Traco, skid loader, I think.
What about the trailer?
So Wayne and I looked at the flat trailer that I have now. We think it will haul it okay, maybe long-term as far as taking it across county. We may need to look at a little bit beefier one and long haul. I'll have to do a little research and searching for that, because I can tell you some other projects I've been involved in this summer. Trailers are, like a lot of equipment right now, really hard to find what you want. So I think we can move it with what we have today, but probably need to get something a bit
Yeah, the weight differences are considerable there. The weight difference.
On the axis, you only got 7,000-pound axis and it weighs 80.
and it's 8,500.
Yeah.
I think we can move it a short distance in town, but if we're gonna take it out of town, we probably need something better
What you need to find is regular skid steer trailer.
with the pull down
Yeah,
ramps.
they're short and they're easy to get around with.
Yep,
But
and that'll take a little searching to find.
yeah.
I feel we can move on this purchase and then locate a trailer here, hopefully, or order one. I think flat trailers are a little easier to find than cargo. I mean, cargos have been nearly impossible to find. Thankfully, I already own those, so we don't have to look for those.
And this is gonna be stored down at, if we get it, I mean, if we get the building down at Emma Street,
Yes,
and even though we don't have it completed, are we gonna still store it down there?
yeah, we can do that.
Will it be secured, or is it gonna be just under a canopy
No,
out
it'll be
there?
inside.
It'll be inside. I think what we'll need to do is make sure that the sheriff and Kelly's custodian at hours before you come to work would be able to get in that bay to get it out because they try and get the snow off before anybody gets on it. So I think we'll need to make sure they have access to
It's
it.
gonna have to be coordinated with them,
Yeah,
make sure everybody gets it on time.
not an issue.
Because a lot of times they get out at 3 o'clock in the morning and move that snow.
I
Who
remember
does?
that life. I don't miss that. Yep, not an issue.
Okay.
In the future state, hopefully, we're still finishing up our key card project that we talked about a long time ago. Here we're doing finishing up the courthouse this week and hopefully your offices. Once we secure that building on Emma, I have another grant in that likely to get to expand that key card projects to county firehouses and that Emma facility. So we can have that cross accessibility with those same cards. So we just simply program access to that and it's there.
That'll
So
work.
working toward that.
Well, they're working ours today.
Excellent.
So, okay, do we need a
Motion to approve.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, motion carries. Thank you, Tim. Resolution 54-2021, naming depositories.
Actually, I forgot to rename that, or I guess I didn't really need to, but it's also gonna be amending the resolution 17-2021. I probably should put that on there. I forgot.
For those that might not know what that was, at the beginning of the year, we have to set a maximum level that we'll put in each of our, I'll say banks, but they're not all banks, but the maximum amount the county will have in there. And what happens because of the taxes coming in and paying it online and some of these other funds we're getting have put us either close to or going over that limit. And you can't do that. So we had to today increase the amount. That's all we're doing, saying instead of 6 million, we're gonna put 7 million in that bank as a maximum. So it's just changing it to protect us.
Move the resolution.
Second,
All in favor, aye.
Right.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, motion carries. Okay, now auditor's office first quarter FY 21-22 case. report.
Move to accept and file.
second,
All in favor, aye.
aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Do we have any other business?
Anyone want to comment on the apartment complex out north that we have absolutely nothing to do with, but we're getting questioned on it? Anyone want to question us on the Iowa Avenue, $350,000 the city has to pay back?
I was just gonna say, you other jurisdictions are raising their debt limit, and you're raising your deposit
That's why we're a team.
limit.
Good, clean living.
But we are putting explanations out to help the city because some of them may not understand actually what they did. So we're explaining it on Facebook for them. Trying to get along.
Huddle up.
Motion adjourned.
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Hi,
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are adjourned.
Kelly, we're glad to have you back.